welcome to my channel. My name is Odette, and as you have seen in the videos, we are building an ensuite for our bedroom, and together with that we are doing a makeover to our bedroom that hasn't been touched since we moved in. So while Mr. B is working on the ensuite, I will be clearing out our bedroom, including all the clothes in the wardrobe, because we're going to do a makeover on the wardrobes as well. And we are officially moving upstairs to one of the guest bedrooms because this is going to get very dusty, very dusty. So Mr. B is going to cut through there to create the door to access the ensuite. If you can see the marks there and there. So you can see the lovely wallpaper that I need to strip, and in the ceiling as well. So this will be my last wallpaper stripping, I hope, in this house. So all our knickknacks need to be packed. You can see my box already in there. It's another box here I'm filling up. And hello. All this needs to be removed. Basically everything. The bed needs to be dismantled and put away. I'm going to get a new bedside table, so that probably I'm going to put on Marketplace to sell them, even if it's for a couple of pounds each. Gets them out of the way and some money back in. So that's my job for today. I'm going to have to empty all of these wardrobes. Now, let me explain you what we want to do with the wardrobes. The moment they have doors, as you can see, makes it very tight. Bear in mind our bed is a super king size bed. I don't know what you call it in America, but let me tell you, this is 2 meters wide. Oh. The wardrobe. It's a good wardrobe with very nice drawers, right? So we're going to keep the wardrobe. What we're not going to keep is that molding that I want to keep. I probably can do some DIY work with it, some of my little projects. But the doors and the trim on the top is going to be removed. This corner here that Mr. B hates, I have started to empty yesterday. As you can see, it's a very dark corner and you can't see what is in there. So we're going to remove this small part here, and we're going to shuffle that unit around towards this way. So we will lose this bit of the wardrobe, but we're going to gain because we're going to fit sliding doors, and they're going to go all the way to the ceiling. So we gain a bit of storage on the top, and that is to create just a very clean line of wardrobes right across, taking that corner there and all the way up to the ceiling, and we'll give it a much nicer look. And obviously I will be showing you. I have asked Mr. B to build some MDF sliding doors for us, so they will be made to measure, and everything hopefully will look very nice. But now let's start to clear out the room. Let's get on with it.
Yes, I'll come back to you. Then I'll ask, what have we done under the sun?
So, the first stage of the bedroom makeover is now done. This is the first stage, and that's what Mr. B and I call it, the strip out. So, what you have seen there in the video, I remove all the wallpaper, and God, this house, every inch of a wall and ceiling has had wallpaper. I never stripped so much wallpaper in my life. So we are nearly there. Only one bathroom ceiling to go, and that will be it. Every single inch of wallpaper in this house will be vanish forever, minus the ones I'm putting back on. But it's more than once. It's different. And definitely not in the ceiling, okay? At least not this year anyway. So, all the room is stripped out. Mr. B has a lot of electrics to do. We have broken through into the ensuite, and I have stripped all the wallpaper. And as you've seen there in the video, I have been breaking the wall to what we call chasing. And I will explain to you in a second why I had to do that chasing, okay? There is a silly light pole just above the bed. Very handy, I have to say, but there has no place in my style design that I'm doing for the bedroom. So Mr. B needs to eliminate that. I have eliminated a phone socket today that was behind the unit that we don't need. We don't have a phone line at all in this house. We have internet, but no handset at all. So we don't need that. And related with the ensuite, there is a few more chases we had to do today. So all the dirty, messy work is done. So let me show you in more detail. This we already had like this. This one, this morning I moved it up there, and I explained, used to have a shelf like this with a rail, okay, and we are keeping that the way it is. But this one in there, I removed the shelf, and I'm going to fit another one there, just like we have in there, because I like to hang everything, including my t-shirts, and because we're going to gain shelving all the way on the top there. So in this bit here, we now have a gap in here about the width of my hand. So Mr. B is going to work his magic, because I want to utilize that space. So I want that to be part of the wardrobe to allow me to hang more clothes. Right, so as you've seen in the video, the radiator have been removed, and that's because Mr. B wants a smaller radiator in there. There is no need to have such a big radiator, so while he had to remove the radiator for me to strip the wallpaper, we might as well take the opportunity to fit a new radiator there. The chasing I was telling you about, okay, we have it in both sides of the bed. More chasing here regarding the ensuite, and that is for the switch light for the ensuite. I want to show you is, now that all the mess is done, and we can start to think about putting everything back together. Let me see if I can show you better. This is the floor we have chosen. Again, it's luxury vinyl, and that's what I want for our bedroom. So let's see how it works when it is down. Another thing I want to show you is for you to understand the reason why I was doing chasing. So this time I decided I would like to have the bedside lamps not on the bedside table, but up on the wall, and that's the reason I had to do all that chasing today. Let me give you a sneak peek of the design. This is the lamps I have chosen to go on the wall above the bedside table. They're very pretty, so there is no compromise there, but this room is quite a small room. Maybe for the UK standards is about right, but we have a super king size bed, but it takes a lot of space because it's a massive monster bed. So I'm trying to work out the design around it to try to give the illusion of more space wherever I can, because you can change the size of a room, you can change small things that will give you the illusion of more space. I went for wall hang bedside tables, and they're only about 35 centimeters by 35 centimeters, and that's because it was the smallest I could get. Because like I said, our bed is so big, there isn't a lot of space between the wardrobes and the door. So I'm working with a very tight space here. So because the side cabinets are so small, I thought if I get the light out of there, then it gives us a bit more space. That's why this came into play. So if this goes on the wall, then no matter how small the bedside table is still usable, because we don't have a bedside table lamp in there. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, as always, please just drop a comment below and I will be more than happy to help you. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done already. Don't forget to give me the thumbs up if you like it. And I'll see you next week, where the fun bit begins, where now that everything's stripped out, now we're going to start to paint, wallpaper, putting beautiful lamps up, all that kind of things. The weird guy at the window is going to do a lot of electrics to make all these beautiful things happen, and he's going to build a beautiful wardrobe doors for our bedroom. But for now, that's all. Say goodbye, Mr. B.
Bye.
Goodbye. See you next week. Thank you. Bye-bye.